Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome back to Kinfire Chronicles. This is episode 2. If you missed episode 1, go and check that out. It's got a load of info that we learn about our characters, core, and Roland. A very quick catch up. We are seekers. We are in a land where every once in a while at night, people who are not shrouded in Kinfire light are whisked away somewhere to the unknown. We as seekers have our own lanterns, so we are able to go out adventuring, and we were adventuring last time. We were escorting a caravan to Vinna, and we were attacked by a wyvern. We managed to fend it off. We earned some money, and now we're on to trying to make our way to town. So let's listen to what Foreteller's got to say.
The fight with the wyvern took a lot out of you, but your journey is not nearly over. You and the caravan can only afford a short time to rest before you have to push onward. The only thing lying between you and Vinna now is the river.
Upon approaching the bridge, however, you find that something or someone has destroyed it. A man from the caravan peers over the edge, making a show of studying the collapsed bridge. He shakes his head.
Yep, won't be possible to get the caravan across without at least making a makeshift bridge. You seekers are gonna have to go secure some ropes to the other side.
You raise an eyebrow.
Us? Seekers?
He doesn't miss a beat.
Aye, whatever destroyed this bridge might still be lurking on the other side. You can't expect any of us to face whatever did that.
He inclines his head towards the rubble.
That's a job for you big, strong seekers.
Sighing, you start looking for a place to climb down to the riverbank.
Terrific.
Okay, now we could continue to use Foreteller. It does read all of the cards out, but I believe they're still waiting to update it from version 1 to version 2. So we won't do that. We will read these cards ourselves, and I think we're going to do that. You'll have to let me know if you prefer. I don't know why you'd prefer, but if you prefer me to read those intros, let me know. Whatever's best for you guys. But this says read the adventuring book, which we've got over here, and it says go to 2.1. I think it said. Read the adventure book and afterwards go to 2.1. So the way this works is this book here has various cards in. These all used to be individual cards, but we can highlight which one we're reading if we want to, and then we can get into it. After tying the ropes off to this side of the bridge, you survey the rubble-strewn river ahead, and you prepare to cross. Each seeker must reach the middle of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the following 2 methods best suited for your seeker. Then flip over the top card of your deck. If it matches the colour shown next to your choice of chosen method, you reach the middle. If not, gain an exhaustion and try again. We can swim across the river, which is a red, or we can jump across the river, which is a green. So let's bring these over here. So we're going to get exhausted. The way this works and the way we decide what we're doing is you can see this little dial or this little trail in the middle here is how many cards we've got of certain colours. So we are going to attempt to swim across the river with core because we've got 4 red cards. If we draw white cards, they're also successes because they're wilds, and if not, we're going to get an exhaustion. So here we go. Our first card is blue. That's not one of those. Let's take an exhaustion card. Okay, our next card is white. So we reach the middle of the river. The exhausted card goes in our discard pile, and that is us done. So that's that. They stay in our discard pile. That's that there. Now we can go over to Roland. And Roland is in a bit of a pickle. He's got 2 greens and 3 reds. So we're going to do the same thing. We are going to attempt to swim across the river. He's a dwarf. He's only got little legs. He picks a red straight away. He manages to swim straight to the middle. He's a better swimmer than the robot, which I guess is possibly fair. I do need to increase these health tracks, so bear with me. Up to 19 for you, and I think, is it 15 for you? Yeah, perfect. Okay, go to 2.2. So now we can have a little look at what 2.2 says. You made it halfway across the river and paused to catch your breath. A sturdy piece of debris, you notice, by a sturdy piece of, catch your breath on a sturdy piece of debris. You notice a bit of flotsam caught between one of the bridge pillars and on a nearby rock. It could be something useful. This is why you want foreteller reading it, right? I know. Okay. Right, what have we got here? Choose one seeker to attempt to grab the flotsam. The seeker flips over the top 2 cards of their deck. If either is blue, the seeker frees the items, go to 2 free. Otherwise, the flotsam breaks free. So we're going to use Roland again because he's got the most blues. We're looking for a blue card. We do get a blue card. Look at Roland. What a legend. So grab the... whoever of them is blue, go to 2-3. Otherwise, the flotsam breaks free. Okay, here we go again. The flotsam turns out to be a black powder bomb. The fuse is blackened, but the bomb is undetonated. It's clear that several of these bombs were used to destroy the bridge, but this one must have fallen into the water, extinguishing its fuse and preventing it from going off. Who made it? Difficult to say, but the fuse has dried enough now that it might still be usable. You decide to hold on to it. It could come in handy if you encounter any more trouble along the way. Take memory 2A. Now, I think that's going to be in here, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's just grab this. We'll bring this back over here. And we'll go back to this view. So this came in pack 2, in the box 2. So let's open this up and see if this has got what we need in it. Oh, it's well and truly sealed, this bag. Right, okay. So we have... what was I looking for? Memory... memory 2A. Memory 2A. Okay. What have we got? You discover an explosive device while investigating the sabotage bridge on the way to Vinna. Bombs can be useful things, especially against the sort of enemies that seekers often find themselves up against. Procuring more of these would be your best interest, but the authorities in Dinlux don't look too kindly on peddling of explosives. No reputable merchant will be caught selling them, but perhaps there are other way more discreet suppliers. So this is a memory card. We are going to tuck this over here. For now, just it's out of shot, but I've tucked it over here because certain things will tell us to go to a memory. Okay, so we have take memory 3A. The seeker grabbed it. Go to 2-4. So that's over here. Crossing this half of the river won't be so easy. The current here is strong and the pieces of debris are further apart. Every seeker must reach the far side of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the following 2 methods, then flip over cards from your deck until you reveal 2 of the indicated colour. For each card of another colour you reveal, you must choose to either gain 1 exhaustion or take 1 damage. Swim across the river is 2 red. Jump across the river is 2 green. Okay, so I guess with our boy Core, we are going to be looking for reds, right? I haven't got a red over here, so we're going to be looking for reds. We have a blue. So with a blue, we either take 1 exhaustion or 1 health. I'm going to take another exhaustion for now. We have a green. That is not good. Not good at all. I'm going to take 1 health damage. Now we have a red, hurrah, and we have another red, hurrah. We get across the river finally. So these exhaustion cards go into our discard deck, and they're going to gum up our hand later, and they can cause damage. I will just show you these. It does look like I've got a bad back, but no matter how great the hero spirit is, the body has limits. You can feel yourself starting to reach yours. When you discard your hand, suffer 1 damage for each exhaustion card you discard. You may ignore this effect if you discard this card at any other time. I didn't talk about it, but one of the actions we can take is discard a card. We don't have to do those things on our cards if we don't want to, or draw a card. Lingering status. Remove this card from your deck when you rest at an inn. That's not good. Okay, you have a couple of choices. You're red or green. We've already got a red one here. We've got 2 greens. This is going to be painful, right? I mean, it makes sense to choose red, but I don't know. What are these 2 doing here? Were they meant to be here? I'm not sure. Okay, well, that's that. So, we're going to choose red, even though, I mean, it's the same. Let's go green. Okay. We've got a blue. We've got a red. I'll do all of the things at the end. Sorry, I'll flip this over here. So you can see we've got 3 reds, but 1 is already in our pile here. And we've got 2 greens. So there's our first green. There is our second green. A blue and green card count for the same. So we took 2 cards. Let's take 1 exhaustion. And let's take 1 damage. Okay. And the 2 greens can go over here. Right. We go to 2-5 now. So if we bring this back over, 2-5. You manage to climb up the riverbank and tie off the ropes on the other side. Some of the caravan appear to be reclining on the bank, enjoying your struggle. You build a quick fire and collapse on the ground while the workers begin constructing a temporary bridge. As soon as you relax, a shiver runs through your body. Something is watching. So at the bottom here, we now have a conundrum. And conundrums do a couple of things. They are going to show you the characters' images and what action they would take. So we, in theory, would decide which one we want to do. We will make the decision in a tie break. In this instance, both Roland and Core want to do whatever it is and is immediately hostile. Let's recover while we can, so we're ready to fight. We get to gain, when we do this, 1 Kinfire token, which we have no idea what it does, but that's one of these little tokens, and I'm going to put that on the player's board. So whatever it is, isn't immediately hostile. Let's recover while we can. So we go to 2-6. 2-6 is over here. Catching, curling up by the fire, you pull a wax papered ration out and sigh with relief. Each seeker flips 3 cards. For every blue, seeker may either gain 1 health or remove 1 exhaustion. So let's do that. We'll go with Roland first, since, oh no, I've mixed up the decks. Hold on. What one's Roland's? Not that one. Okay. I'm definitely going to do that a lot. Right, okay. Let's shuffle these. So for every blue that we draw, we may gain 1 health or remove 1 exhaustion. So a white is a wild, so we get to do that. And we're flipping 3. We've got a green and we've got a red. So we don't get to get rid of the exhaustion, but we do heal. Oh, and those 3 cards go into our discard, and these go over here. Okay, now we've got to do the same thing for Core. So 1, we've got a red. 2, we've got a green. 3, we've got a red. Poor old Core is struggling a bit. Okay, and they go into our discard pile. They go over here. Okay, then we've got some more. There's a rustling nearby, followed by a snort. 2 great stags burst forth, grunting and stumping their hooves. They are unlike any deer you've seen, with oozing pustules growing from their antlers and along the twitching muscles of their back. They tense and charge. Gain 1 Kinfire, then discard 1 of each seeker's chits from the bag. So we get 1 each of these. We still don't really know. That's a fate token, sorry. So that's 1 of these. Rather than a Kinfire, that's 1 of these tokens. And that goes over on our board up here. So if we zoom out, that goes over here. We can use this to do bits and pieces. Gain 1 for each, and then discard 1 of each seeker's chits from the bag into the spent chits area. They will return next time. But for now, because we were resting, we're caught unaware. So we're going to take our 2 chits out and put them here. And now we're good to go, right? Next, open the atlas to map 2. So we have the one that we did last time, and now map 2, which is this one here. And this goes here like this. We've now got some new things. I'm going to need to remind myself of what these do. Go to 2-8. 2-8 is the battle setup. So the battle setup is this. Okay, and we can remove the boxes and that I was covering these bits up for. Again, because I'm having to read the books, I'm having to do these in advance. I won't do that once we get through the tutorial phase. So you can see we've got a stag here with 16 health, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And we've got a stag here with 18 health, which has got 7, 8, and the darkness, 9 and 10, and 11 and 12. The stags start in these two. How do I tell which one is which? Okay, so you are that one. You go there. That's Patchy. I'll show you these in a second. And you go there. And we are all by the fire over here. Okay. Right. So that's that. If the stags are reduced to 0, go to 211. And if we go to 210. Okay. And we've already got one card removed. I will show you the enemies. I can only zoom in on one of them at this moment in time, or half of one of them, because I haven't moved the camera. This here is One-Horn. One-Horn has a few actions. So the first action is running back on his hind legs. The stag lashes out with the front hoof, slamming into you. Does 2 damage plus stun and 2 damage plus a trapped. After attacking both times, One-Horn refocuses. Okay, then we've got, with a quick jerk of its head, the stag pierces you with a single razor-sharp horn. 6 damage. Before attacking, One-Horn refocuses on the nearest seeker, but can't move. This attack ignores armor. Wow. So before attacking, so it can move into our space and then attack, but can't move. Is that how it works? Before attacking, One-Horn refocuses to the nearest seeker but can't move. So I'm guessing on that turn it doesn't move at all. And then finally, throwing its head back, the stag moans as if in pain, emitting a strange magical energy. Discard all statuses from each great stag and they gain 1 health. So we've got our first one that's doing some bits and pieces to us. And we've got some actual... some status effects affecting us and some healing. This one over here is Patchy the Great Stag, got 16 health. Lowering its head, the stag charges forward, its antlers vibrating with energy. It's going to do 5 damage and hurt. Patchy can move up to 2 spaces before attacking. So yeah, these are before attacking actions. Okay, eyes rolling back in their sockets. The stag's mouth opens, releasing a fountain of fiery magic. 4 damage at range. After attacking, Patchy loses 2 health, then refocuses. The stag slams his mighty hooves to the ground, shaking the earth with a massive shockwave. It does 1 damage in melee range to everybody and does 3 hurt. Choose the space with the most speakers within 1 space of seekers within 1 space of Patchy. Patchy focuses on a seeker in that space before attacking. Okay, so again, we probably want to keep as separate as we can. Now, we don't reshuffle our decks, I don't believe. I'm just going to check that before we start. And maybe we shuffle them at the start of every combat. That might be more like it. I think that's what I remember reading. Hold on. Okay, so we do shuffle our draw pile and discard pile together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And over here, obviously remember we've got those exhaust cards, which are going to scuff up our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's our hands here. What else have we got? So we've got 3 fate tokens. These can be used to deflect some of the mitigation of drawing. We've got our coins up here. I think we're good to go. We need to do the focus. So this one is Patchy. Patchy is focusing on the person with the most health. That's you. And we've got One-Horn, who's also focusing on the person with the most health. Okay, so we've got a lot of damage to do. We need to draw some tokens. I wonder if it's worthwhile spending a fate token to be able to move and get some people out of the way. So we're going to do that. We're going to take 1 fate token. Now, when we spend a fate token, it goes in the void box. We're never going to see that token again. Okay, so that's that. We'll move these along. We get to draw 4 chips out of the bag and then play 1 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. No, that's only 3. And this one is a 4th. Okay, so these go back in the bag. We're obviously going to take this one. And this heart means that any of our seekers get to take a turn. So let's have a little look. Oh, we need some armor. 1, 2, 3 for me, and 1 for Roland over here. We'll keep them to the side. What have we got going on? Block. I'm just going to move this book out of the way. There we go. I've got boosts. Have I got actions? Yes, not many though. Okay. Okay, first things first, we're going to play our blood vial, which you and your seeker, any seeker in your space, gain a block. So we'll tuck that there and we'll both get 1 armor. Love that. Pretty good straight off the bat. And then I've only got 1 more action card. I've got all of these boost cards. Taunt, that doesn't really help me. I don't know if I want to do this. I guess I have to do this. Because this says perform another action after this one. It doesn't say you may. So taunt. I wonder if action, hold on, I've got to find the other rule book. Let me just check something very quickly. Okay, right, where were we? So I am playing my taunt card, which is pretty useless in this instance. Sneering, you mock the enemy, belittling them. We've read that before. We'll tuck this over here. So we are doing 0 damage, gain shield. If your target is an adjacent space, move it to your space. So we are gaining 2 armor, sorry. So 1, 2. We are also getting this boosted. Now we can't increase the damage on this, but we have a blue boost to pick up a card in our hand. We're going to use that. Now the good thing about Roland is he can boost with any color. So we're going to draw a card. And if this isn't an action, we're going to have to discard all of that armor. It is, thank God for that. Okay, so everything else in our hand is a boost, so that's not ideal. We move an enemy into our space. Here he is. Okay, and when that enemy moves into our space, is there anything else we do? I can now move, and it feels like that's going to be fairly wise. So I'm going to move here. Okay. That's his go done. We've got a load of armor, so that's not horrendous, but it's not ideal, that. Okay. We need to draw some chits out of the bag then. Here we go. Do I want to mitigate one of these? Let's see. We've got number 3. So number 3 is Patchy, which is this one here. Patchy is going to do a ranged attack. That's fine, right? So I'm going to put 3 here because Patchy's coming for us. After attack, Patchy loses 2 health, then refocuses. So Patchy is going to move. Now range is always only ever in 1. So range 1 is the only person who's there is Roland. And because he's focused on us, he's not going to attack Roland. He's so angry with us. His focus is simply on us. So he cannot do anything, but he is going to take 2 damage. Because... I think if he doesn't do his attack, that doesn't happen. I don't think he triggers the action at all. That's how we'll play it. Okay, I would have liked him to take some damage, but he can't shoot us, so he does nothing. Okay, let's draw another one. It is number 2. Number 2 is lowering his head. He moves to us. He can move 2 spaces and then attack us for 5. Let's let him do that because he's going to move 1, 2 into this space with us, and then he's going to attack us for 5. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We take no damage, and we tuck that card in there. Now I don't know. I think if you don't take any damage, you don't take the status as it goes. So I think we're okay there. Okay, I can't see anything to say you don't take damage from it, so I am going to take 1 hurt card and put it into my hand. Okay, we're back to drawing. Here we go. We have core is up. Okay, there wasn't anything that caused anyone to focus differently, so that's fine. Okay, we've got 1 action card. It's a crush. With the battle cry, you smash your enemy, tearing a hole in their defenses. +4 for each discarded armor. Could be interesting. Okay, so at the start of our turn, we use our hurt card. While any hurt card is in your hand, at the start of your turn, suffer 1 damage, ignoring shields, per hurt in your hand. If you did not gain a hurt card this turn, discard 1 hurt card at the end of this turn. When you discard a card, return it to the pile. So I guess I didn't gain it this turn. So, because otherwise it wouldn't have gone. So we do that. We take 1 damage. So we're down to 17. Okay. Then we are going to play our crush card. So that's doing 1 damage. Have you got anything to give us? No, you've got all action cards. I've got no action cards. I forgot to pick up the bomb, by the way. Let me just show you that. So I forgot to pick up this bomb earlier. I've given it to Roland. This affects any seekers in target space as well. So range of 1, and it affects everyone. Okay, but no boosts for us. So we are doing 1 damage to this. I could increase it by 4 if I discard 1 armor, and I'm going to do that. So we are doing 5 damage to Patchy. So he's down to 11. Okay. And that is that, I think. Still focused on me. We're going to draw another chit out of the bag. Oh, hold on. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. I've got to discard all of these cards because I've got nothing I can use. And I've got to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and that means I get the lantern as well. So some good comes of it, but that's all I can do. That also means I go down to 3 armor because we have to reset. Okay, all of our boosts are in that hand, so there's likely that we're going to do very little from this. Okay, so that's that. We're drawing another chit. Here we go. We have number 11. Number 11 is discard all statuses and heal for 1. We're okay with that. It's just you healing. There is something about being able to go over their max health. We should just read that. I'm going to assume that they can't for now. We might get that wrong, but we'll skip past it for now. Okay. So another chit. Here we go. We have Core again. Okay. What you got this time, Core? Anything good? Aftershock is pretty good. We've got an exhausted card. Okay. Have I got my ward? No. Little bit annoying. Well, I think it makes sense for us to do our adamant. So this is our special ability. We're going to do 2 damage to all enemies in our space. And before attacking, move all adjacent enemies into your space. After attacking, gain a shield per enemy targeted by this attack. So we are doing 2 damage. Have you got anything to give us? I think we checked this and you don't. So no, nothing for us over here from Roland. Thanks for all your help, Roland. So we're just doing 2 damage to both enemies. So you take 2, you're down to 10. And you take 2, you're down to 16. And then we gain a shield for each enemy targeted. So that's 1 and 2. We keep the focus on us. That is everything we can do there. We're back to the chits. Here we go. We have Roland. Finally, Roland. Good on you. I don't really want to get the focus, so let's put all of these cards that gain focus. That's all of them over here. We do have our lucky comb. So we're going to play our lucky comb, which allows us to give 2 weeks to an enemy. And we can perform another action. So let's take 2 weeks. And we get to put it somewhere. So let's put it on this one at the top here, I think. Weeks mean that discard this card. Each of the enemy's attacks deal 1 less this turn. So in theory, if he triggers that, it's going to do no damage to us. Okay, so we get to do something else. So we don't really want to trigger an attack to us. So we're going to do Firefox. Which is, I'm just going to have a look here. So the only things I've got are red, so I can't really offer any boost, but Firefox is shoot, deal 2 damage. After attacking, all seekers in your target space may each draw a card. So we'll tuck this here. We're going to do 2 damage to one of them. Let's do it to Patchy. Patchy is down to 8. Okay. And then we're going to move, so we're going to move here. I still haven't found out what these do. I should find out. And we get to draw a card, which we will. Let me just find out what these spaces are, because obviously they're somewhat important. Map terrain. Some spaces on the battle map feature terrain effects, which can either be harmful or helpful. Most terrain effects are harmful and inflict the status shown on the seeker or enemies each time they enter the space. Harmful terrain is labeled like this, okay? Similarly, so none of these. Similarly, some terrain boosts shown as any seekers and enemies while they are in the space. For instance, a space might have 1 block. Okay, so this one is 1 block versus a ranged attack. Okay, makes sense. Right, we're going to draw another chit. Here we go. It is a 4. 4 is this one down here. Eyes rolling back in their sockets. They're going to move. So Patchy is this one. He's going to move and then do a ranged attack. So he's going to attack us for 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we discard 1 armor. We don't take any damage. And then he loses 2 health and refocuses. He'll still focus on us. He's down to 6. Okay, give us another chit then. We have a 1. A 1 is Patchy again. Patchy is going to move 2 spaces. He's just going to move 1. And he's going to attack us for 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 armor. Do you have anything to give us? No, you don't. I don't know why I keep checking. So we're going to take 1 damage. We're down to 16. And we take a hurt into our hand. We discard an armor. Okay. Next chit. Here we go. We have a 6. It's bloody Patchy again. The stag slams his mighty hooves to the ground, shaking the earth with a massive shockwave. Choose 1 space with the most seekers within space 1 of Patchy. Does that include the one we're in? I'm guessing not. No, I mean, maybe it's melee, so I'm going to assume it does. Choose the space with the most seekers in within space 1 space of Patchy. I mean, does that mean this? Or does it mean in the same space as us? Because then I'd question why Patchy doesn't take damage. Okay, I'm not sure if this is right. I couldn't find anything to help me on this, but this is saying do a melee attack of 1. So we're going to take 1 damage. So we have to use our armor for it. So we take no damage. And then do 3 hurt. Choose a space with the most speakers in within space 1 of Patchy. And then attack. I think these all come to us. I'm going to assume that that's we're in space 1. He could move, right? So he can move here. In fact, let's do it. He's going to move here. And then he'll do it to us. So we've now got a shed load of hurt. That's not ideal. Okay, we're back and we're drawing another token. Here we go. It is a number 5. It's the same bloody thing. Okay, he's focusing. It'll still be focused on us. You know what? I'm putting this back. We're gonna use have I got a redraw? I don't think I have. Hold on. No, I don't, unless I spend a fate token, which I can't do. Where's 5? I put it back in here. We're taking 1 damage. God. So we take 1. We remove an armor. Oh, this is really bad. We take 3 hurt. 1, 2, 3. And then Seeker in that space. He'll still focus on us. This is insane. We surely can't have this many hurt cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of these are exhausted, right? So let's tuck these over here as well. Okay, I really don't want to draw a core card. Okay, we have Roland. That's probably better for us. Okay, we want Roland to take the focus here anyway. Roland can do an action fireball. Okay, so Roland is going to attack Patchy. He's going to do 3 damage to Patchy and a hurt. So 3 damage. Can we give you anything to help? I think we can. Yeah, I'm going to give you a boost, which is going to allow you to move. Let's tuck this back over here. And we're going to tuck this here. So 3 damage plus a hurt, so that can go on Patchy. Let's put it on. We've drawn 2 of these. 3 and 4 we've done. I'm going to put it on this one. This would attack us if we were in the same space. Thankfully, we're not. So we're doing 3 damage. He's down to 3. And he takes a hurt, which we've done. That goes over here. That is the end of your go. Right, here we go. We have number 8. Number 8 is up here. So this is One-Horn. One-Horn is weak. So when this ability triggers, discard... Oh, hold on. The focus is now on you for Patchy. Right? I think this is just on who it affects. So who was impacted by it. So discard this. Each enemy of this enemy's attack deal 1 less damage, so it's going to do 2 less damage, which means when it attacks us, it's doing no damage over here. I'm really intrigued to find out if they don't do damage, if the effects don't take place. That means we are stunned and we are trapped. And it's all on us, right? Because that's who's left. Okay, here we go again. We have number 10. Oh, no. Number 10 is attacking. Before attacking, One-Horn focuses on the nearest seeker, but can't move this attack, and it ignores shield. So he's doing a attack on us. We're taking 6 damage. I think I might die if we come out next time. So, okay, 6 damage. We're down to 10. And we've got all of these effects that if we come out next time, we are screwed. Okay. I don't think there's anything I could do. Block doesn't work. Okay. I'm going to use a fate token because things are going pretty badly. I'm going to draw 4 out because I don't want Roland. I don't want Core to go. Oh, no. Okay, it's Roland. God for that. I could do with these other tokens coming out. Okay, Roland is up. Roland has a bomb. Roland, I can really do with you being able to kill. And I don't think I can make that happen. Unless I use the bomb. 3 and 4 are out, are they? I take it? 3 and 4 are out, so I'd have to put it on that one. Okay, this might be silly. But how much damage am I going to take? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I've only got 10 health. I'm also trapped and stunned, so I need to get this one's focus on me, really. But I'd really like to kill this dude. I feel like we haven't had that many One-Horn ones. I'm going to move into this space, rightly or wrongly. I am going to do... Okay, I'm going to do Firebolt, which is a ranged attack of 2. So 2 damage to One-Horn. 1, 2. Okay, and give another give another hurt to your target for every red card you discard. I'm going to discard the bomb. That means I can take 2 hurt and I can put them on Patchy, and I'm going to put them on we've got a 10, we haven't got a 9, we've got 11, we haven't got a 12, we've got an 8, we haven't got a 7 or a darkness. Let's put them on this one and just hope. Okay, this is bad. Here we go, we're in the bag again. We've still got an action. We've got number 12, which is... I knew I should have put that on there. Discard all statuses from each great stag and heal. Oh, man. Don't suppose you could discard them from us as well, could you, buddy? It's back up to 15. Okay, this has not gone well. We're back in the bag. Here we go again. It is 6, no 9. 9 is this one. Oh, this should have gone over here, right? So before attacking, One-Horn refocuses on the nearest seeker, but can't move. This attack ignores, so he's not going to get to us, which is good news. Oh, hold on. Refocuses on the nearest seeker. That's you. That's 6 damage to you, and I can't block any of it. Down to 4. Oh, God. When it's your turn, we're dead. I'm going to have to spend another fate token to draw 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think we need these because we need to try and refill the thing to get some of these out. Okay. Okay. So we're going to obviously do Roland here. There's no statuses on any of the targets, so this doesn't help us. We're doing an attack of 1. Have you got any boosts for this? Nope. We're doing an attack of 1. It's melee, so I'm going to have to move into this space and attack this one for 1. So that's down to 14. but at least the focus moves over here for now. Okay, if we draw Roland, Cor, we die. We've got a 7, which might still be the same thing. So 7 isn't great either. 7 is attacking. We need to draw up to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also get rid of 1 armor. And now we're being attacked for 4 damage, which I can block 1 of. So 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And we are getting stunned. And we are getting trapped. Holy moly. Okay. We're back in the bag. This could be it. It's a darkness. Darkness is the same thing. So you're still going to focus on Roland. Roland is taking 4 damage this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm surviving this one. And we are being stunned again. And we are being trapped again. I'm presuming we can have more than one. Okay. Trapped is while you have this, you cannot move. Right. Here we go again. This is it. It's another darkness. It's another 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's another stun and another trap. Okay, good. Good. Here we go. This is the end of us. We get to draw out this one. It is Cor. On Cor's go. He is stunned. So you cannot move. He is trapped. So trapped means he can't move. Stunned means we find any of his chits in the bag and we remove them. There we go. So that goes over there. And then hurt is hurt cards are in your hand. Start your turn. Suffer 1 damage, ignoring shield per 1 in your hand. If you did not gain a hurt this turn, discard 1 at the end of the turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is enough to take us to 0 health. Holy crap. That was brutal. Again, pulling these out and not getting these 4 is a bit tough. Oh, I should have reset it. Okay, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. I don't think this is going to help us much because when this comes out, I should have reset the whole bag. So we would have been on 4 health still, but it doesn't really matter because as soon as we draw him out of the bag, we're done for. And Roland can't attack or defend, can't attack or move for 2 turns. So we need Roland to come out twice and him not die, which is highly unlikely. So all of this is delaying the inevitable. But we have number 6. Number 6 is attacking. Choose a space with the most seekers within 1 space of Patchy. Focus on a seeker on that before moving into that space. It's doing 1 damage to all of us. Okay, that's us down to 3. That's you down to 3. And we take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 hurts, I think. I think I'm getting this right. And then we draw another chit. Hurrah! It's a 2. A 2 is 5 damage to Roland. That is Roland done for instead. Nothing we can do about that. Let's grab this book. That was rough. That surely can't be how it's meant to go, right? Okay. If a seeker is defeated, go to 210. 210 is over here. If anyone asks, you're just going to blame your defeat on the exhausting river crossing you had to make right before the battle. After a brutal beating from the maddened stags, you're forced to climb a nearby tree to take refuge until the sound of the approaching caravan frightens them off. Dropping to the ground, you're quick to tell the bemused caravan members a tale of ferocious beasts driven off by your sharp weapons and unmatched skill. The leader raises his eyebrows and obvious hoof prints around the clearing, but slips you a few coin for hazard pay. Nonetheless, gain 4 coins each. Each seeker gains... we gain 4 coins in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each seeker gains 1 exhausted. Holy moly. I wonder if I got anything wrong there, because that was brutal. Go to 212. When you arrive in Vinna, the caravan leader shakes your hand and thanks you. Over there's the inn. You can find the mayor, Dara, there, and if you need us, we'll be camped by the lighthouse site. Inside the inn, you find an orcish woman leaning against a counter with a dwarf who appears agitated. The orc turns and smiles. You must be the seekers sent to escort the supply caravan. I'm Dara. Did everyone make it to town okay? A little battle and bruised, I'm not going to lie. You nod. She turns to the dwarf. There you go, Hoyt. Say your piece and make it quick. This lot looks like they could use a rest. He hesitates. If you please meet me at the Burnt Alchemist lab later, I could use your help. Turn to 213. Once the dwarf takes his leave, you tell Dara about the sabotage bridge. Well, that certainly is not the first bit of trouble we've had, she says. I'll send some carpenters out there to get a proper repair done before the Hierophant arrives. In the meantime, your room and board here in the inn is free. It's the least I can do. Let me know if you need anything and feel free to explore the town a little. It's quite charming out here, away from the city. If you ask Vinna about the lighthouse, go to 214. If you ask about the Hierophant, go to 215. If you explore the town, go to 216. Well, we're going to ask about the lighthouse, right? Why is Vinna constructing a lighthouse all of a sudden? And we know the answer to this, right? It's to protect the farmers. Dara sits quietly worrying at one of her tusks before answering. The light from Dinlux, it no longer reaches us. I don't want to spread panic, but if the Kinfire is diminishing, the farms here are vital to the city. So I sent a letter asking her, Hierophant Celine herself agreed to come bless us with Kinfire as long as we built the lighthouse ourselves. Turn to 213. Why is Hierophant leaving the safety of Dinlux to come to Vinna herself? I was surprised by that as well, Dara said. I appealed to the temple for aid and heard back that Hierophant Celine herself was coming to town to bless the new lighthouse with Kinfire for us. She hesitates before continuing. The temple guards the secret of Kinfire closely. Maybe one of the knowledgeable as the Hierophant could help. Regardless, I'm grateful she's coming. Turn to 213. We're back here. Go to town, go to 216. Okay, 216 is here. Enjoy our little town when you're tired and hungry, come back to the inn. Once you've rested, I've got something I could use your help with. And don't forget to meet with Hoyt if you have the chance. Open the map atlas to page 3 or to map 3. I can believe we got our asses kicked by those. I can't believe we got our asses kicked so badly by those, is what I would say. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but it felt like it was going really well to begin with. Okay. So we are going to map 3. Here it is. Open the map atlas to 3. Open the Vinna pack in the loot box. You have 3 city actions to explore the town before you need to get on with your next mission. See the town exploration rulebook found in quest 2. However, your 3rd city action must be to go to location 1 and sleep. Take prompt Q3. This quest is over from now on. When it's time to go to town, take quest Q3. The quest is over from now on. Was I meant to do something with this? No. From one of your available prompts, I'm going to read this again. Take prompt Q3. The quest is over. From now on, when it's time for you to go on a quest, choose one from your available prompts. Keep in mind that you will never be offered a quest that is too difficult for you. I'll take your word for that. So we've got Q3. We'll tuck that there. We've also got this 2A. So I guess we'll continue and we'll do the city actions. Where's the book about city actions? Over here? Yeah, adventuring. Does it tell me about city actions? Did I read it and then just completely forget about it? I don't know. Was there another thing in the box? Don't think so. I didn't miss a book, did I? Okay. Maybe that's a typo. Maybe it's in box 3. I'm not sure. Okay. Or maybe it is in here and I'm just missing it. All right, well, let's go and do a city action. I don't know how to do that. Our third city action must be to go and rest. Okay, well look, I think it makes sense for us to do this next time. I'm just going to quickly open box number 3 because I just want to see if there's city actions in here, so bear with me. Town exploration, that's, I'm assuming, what we should have got in the first place. So I'm going to close the rest of this and we will do that next time. But before we do the city actions, obviously we need to explore the city, so we'll do that next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry we got beaten so badly. I mean, look at this. This is insane. This is absolutely insane what we had going on here. Maybe there's a way I got this wrong. I'm sure there is a high possibility that I got it wrong. I think what I'll do is watch a playthrough of someone else playing it just to see if what happened here was just a big mess up on my account, and there's every chance it was. But we'll pick this up again next time. I really do hope you're enjoying this. If you are, let me know. I'm not going to play anymore apart from maybe the exploration phase one, just so I can say I've learned all of the rules until I get some feedback on these. So obviously leave me some comments for the things I did get wrong. We've got a load of money to spend, and I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. We'll be back to go to the town, see what's going on over here. Okay, and we'll wrap up here. Just before I do, go and check out the Patreon. We've got the campaign blog going up over there after every episode or during every episode, so you can have a recap with me of what happened over there, my thoughts on it, and all of those things. We also have loads more content on there. It's free for the blog. If you want to go over there and check it out, you don't have to pay. You can just become a member and you'll get all of the free content that's over there. If you want to support the channel, then that's the best way of doing it. Equally, hitting subscribe, leaving a like, leaving a comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know what I got wrong. All really important. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.